guys, I'm going to do another 5 looks, 1 palette. This might end up being 4 looks, but we will see. I'm about to go on a bit of a road trip up and down the country, and we're going to go and hit some different places for the next 4 days. I'm going to be away for the next 4 days, and I thought it might be a nice idea to show you some different looks that I can create on the run or whatever in a hotel room with limited products with a very, very small palette. And the one that I have is this one. Again, it's from Makeup Revolution. It's the I Heart Makeup line, and it's this Selfie palette, which I'm never going to get over this. I love this idea. So the Selfie palette has these kind of quite limited limited neutral colours in there, but hopefully there's enough of the deep darks, enough of the mid-tones, enough of the very, very high lighter colours, or the high shine kind of lighter colours, for me to be able to create 5 different looks, but we shall see. So at least the very beginning of this video I will probably be out and about, so the next few may be a bit like on the hoof, random. I may have to enlist a cameraman to be outside filming my face. There may be voiceovers involved, I have no idea, but I thought it would be a fun idea to do this kind of like travel style. So I'm going to go through what the colours are called, and then I'll tell you which ones I used on my eyes today, because this one actually does have a shade list, but it's a bit confusing because you can kind of move it around, so you have to figure out which name is which. So we have, in fact I'll turn it around, so we turn it around and zoom in, so you can see these colours. Okay, so from top to bottom we have Check Us In, Me Me Me, Choc Fix, Gold Digger, Orcs. These are hashtag Choc Fix and hashtag Orcs, as in awkward. Hashtag love, share this, hashtag trashy, hashtag club, and the last one is called How Many Likes. So it's definitely a social media themed palette. And the ones that I used were, let's see if I can do it this way. I used Orcs, hashtag Orcs, which is this kind of pearly, it's really not picking up very well on camera because it's so dark outside and I'm having to use my artificial light. This hashtag Orcs, which is kind of like a mink pinky kind of colour, and I used that in my lid. Then in my crease I used this one, which is Share This. I then used hashtag Choc Fix, which is this mid-tone matte brown, to kind of blend those two together and transition a little bit. Then I used a mixture of hashtag Love and Share This underneath my eye to kind of smoke that out a little bit. And I think that's all I used shadow wise. Now I'm going to run through quickly the other products that I used, because that was one of the things that came from my previous video that a couple of people asked that they were mentioned in the actual video, like foundations and stuff. Now most of this stuff's not going to be changed because I am going away for the next few days, but I'll run through the stuff that I'm wearing just quickly. Foundation wise, I have on the Max Factor Face Finity All Day Flawless. The shade I have is Light Ivory, that's the foundation I'm wearing. I have on the Maybelline Instant Age Eraser Eye in Light, that's my concealer. My powder is the Bourjois Healthy Balance. Really, really like this one. I have 52 Vanille. That's the shade I have in that one. For my eyes, I'm wearing MAC's Fling Eyebrow Definer. That is my favourite brow pencil right now. The kohl that I have on the waterline is the Master Drama Kohl Liner from Maybelline in Ultra Black, which is this one, and my mascara is 17 Dolled Up 24-Hour Curl. Really, really love this mascara right now. This is my absolute favourite. On my cheeks, I have MAC's Stereo Rose, which I have to admit has become a serious favourite. I don't mention that very much here because obviously it's a budget beauty channel and I try and keep it fairly budget friendly, but seriously it's like the nicest thing I've ever used on my cheeks and I just love that sheen. And I've just dropped it, but on my lips today, and this is the only thing that potentially will be changeable throughout the week, I'm wearing Lana Lips. It's basically like a tinted lip balm in Rhubarb. And I love that. Because like I say, it's kind of like, it's like a treatment, but it's like colour at the same time. So that's the whole look. And for my eyes, I want to make sure I'm in focus. I'm like not doing very well at this. For my eyes, you can kind of see I've gone with a very, very pearl look overall. I kind of went for a shimmer all the way up to my brow bone and then did my crease, and that's why I ended up going with that matte, because I thought it was too much shimmer and it needed to be broken up a little bit with a matte texture. So that is my look today, and I will see you guys tomorrow for a slightly less polished version. And if it's less polished than this, what is it going to be like? Apologies for the loud fan noise in the background. I'm pretty sure I can't turn that off. But this is best lighting in the hotel room, so I decided to just do it in here anyway. If it's terrible, then there will be a voiceover from now. Fingers crossed this is okay. So the colours that I've used on my eyes today, here we go, are that kind of taupe-ish colour here. Then I used that matte mid-tone brown that I mentioned yesterday, and next to it there's a gold. So the taupe-ish brown, which, let's talk about what the colours are in case you actually have this palette. Taupe-ish brown is hashtag love. Then we have hashtag Chop Fix and Gold Digger. They're the names. And just to zoom in on my eyes, and hopefully I'll be in focus, because I have not anywhere to stand this camera right now. Woo! It's really not coming off all that different, but I basically have like a kind of shimmery taupe all over my lid, and I kind of took that up to the crease as well. Then I went over that with the Choco Fix to kind of just contour a little bit and break it up with a little bit of a matte something. I really liked that. Then I used the Choco Fix underneath my eyes, wait a sec, slightly clearer, underneath my eyes, just to kind of smudge it out a little bit. And then I used the Gold Digger on the corner of my eyes and also underneath, so kind of just like on the inner corner, under and over. But yeah, I like that. I have all the same makeup on otherwise that I had yesterday, and yeah, no changes at all. And fingers crossed this kind of rocky format is not too terrible. We'll see. If it's really bad when I can go and put it in my computer later on, then I'll try and find somewhere else to film this in the morning. I'm literally on the windowsill in our hotel room right now, because this is the only light that's worth actually filming in. The light in the bathroom is not awesome. It's an amazing bathroom, but the lighting is like all overhead and you can't really see anything. So daylight is as good as any, and it's really dark. It's not dark, it's really noisy out there, so I don't actually want to film outside. But I wanted to show you what I did today. I did something a little bit more smoky because I wanted to make it, I felt like it was just going to be the same every day because it's all neutral daytime looks. So it's all going to be pretty similar, but I used some different colours today. I will try and do this at the same time and hold it up. Let's see what I used. I used the very darkest colour, which is called How Many Likes. This one. Right now, I can see them in the kind of stairwell because the kids and Lee have gone downstairs to give me a moment of privacy to film, and I could see them in the stairwell. Anyway, the dark, this is strange filming in a hotel room, the very darkest brown colour I used in my crease, and I actually went in my crease first of all. Again, I used this kind of technique last time, but I'm normally very basic with my eyeshadow looks. I'm just trying to do something a little bit different, so I felt like it was a little bit bolder to go in with the crease first of all. So that was the very darkest colour there, and then I used the, I think it's called hashtag Love, which definitely is my favourite colour in this palette, this kind of taupey colour, as a transitional colour between my crease and my lid colour. And my lid colour was Gold Digger, this colour here. Really love this colour as well, so I used that kind of just on the edges of my lids. Other than that, I think I used the black, which is called hashtag Club, underneath my eyes to smoke it out a little bit. Let me see if I can zoom in and stay clear. Yeah. Also, because of the terrible lighting, my eyes are slightly uneven. I think if I was at least in full lighting now, you'd be able to see a little bit better, but yeah. Not the optimum position or situation to actually be doing my makeup today, let alone filming anything about my makeup. But yeah, I like it a little bit smoky, not too smoky for daytime for me. Plus today I'm not wearing kind of super casual clothes, I'm wearing kind of t-shirt, leather jacket, ripped jeans, so I can kind of feel like I can pull off a slightly smokier eye. And on my lips I have Revlon Pink Truffle. My nails have chipped horribly. This is a bleached neon from Maybelline. Not impressed at all. My nails are, they chipped straight away, really terrible. Yeah, all the rest of my makeup's the same, just Pink Truffle on my lips, and that is today's strange windowsill makeup look. So I think I'm going to do one last one tomorrow because these have been rambly little clips, so it's probably going to be really long otherwise, and just give you kind of an overview of how I feel about the palette so far. I'm really missing a matte creamy colour to do my eyebrow, because on my brow bone, because I really don't like a really highlighted brow bone, but I like to be able to blend it out a little bit. So missing that, but otherwise really impressed and really loving that taupey colour. Good morning, it is day 4 and I think I'm going to conclude the little mini series of this in this particular video. So we're going to do 4 looks with one palette with this particular one. I definitely could have done more looks, I could have done something much more dramatic, but obviously given the circumstances I was doing kind of daily looks whilst I was on holiday, so it's going to be a little bit different. But if you'd like to see a series of kind of evening looks, like going out kind of eye makeup, then let me know and I'll do that separately. So hopefully it's not too dark for you to see. I wonder if I can, that's a little bit better, isn't it? If you didn't know, I'm in the car. They're actually in the cafe right now in Asda, and we're going to have breakfast before we go to Longley on our last day. I am vlogging this whole trip. If you want to see, that will all be linked below, but I will zoom in on the eyes, and I don't have the palette with me to show you what I used, but if you remember that Choco Fix colour I used all over my eyes and up to my crease, and then I used a really, really deep dark colour, I think it was the second to darkest colour in the palette on my crease, kind of on the outer edges. Really quite difficult to blend these ones. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good, but again, this is kind of why I feel like it really needs to have a matte creamy colour, because I like to put that all over my lid and then start what I'm doing, because then it helps everything blend together. But yeah, some of them are quite tough to blend, so that would just be one thing I would mention about this palette. But I do like the look, so I've given it kind of like a matte slash, I wanted something slightly different, so I put matte all over, and then that shimmery dark colour in my crease. And then I used that, I want to say it was called Love or something, hashtag Love maybe, because that was my favourite. It was that taupey colour I used underneath my eyes today, and then the very palest one on the inner corners just to brighten that up. No eyeliner today, but I do have all the rest of the makeup on apart from my lips, which are Raspberry Pie, the Revlon Lip Butter in Raspberry Pie. So that is my entire 4th face of makeup slash eye look. I hope you've enjoyed this little series. I will just tell you the quality of these shadows, I think, are, I don't know, some of them are fantastic, some of them not so much. Some of them, like I say, really tricky to blend. And I would say probably the ones that have got the most glitter in them, they're the toughest. I would like to see a full palette from Revolution that are kind of just creamy metallics, because they do that so well. So I will be on the lookout from the palettes that I do have to see which one's the best, and I'll probably follow up in a different video. But thanks for the feedback so far on these videos. I will be doing some more. I will also do some high-end ones on my other channel. I've had lots of requests for certain ones, including the, is it called Chocolate Bar palette from Too Faced? I'll be doing that one for sure. But if you want to see any particular drugstore palettes, let me know, and if I have them, I'll do them. If I don't have them, I will endeavour to pick them up to do one for you. But I've been really enjoying this, so fingers crossed you enjoy it too, and I will leave you with the last 4 looks, which hopefully aren't too similar, all 4 looks that I created this week.